Why? Why? Why is that so loud? I don't understand. Yeah, that peaked the meter. There's no way game volume's that loud or that soft. You guys are saying it's soft. I'm watching the meter, like. I mean, it's not loud in my voice. Bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. I gave him a chance. So you guys are like, oh, gameplay was quiet. I almost turned it up and then broke the portal. That would have been yikers. Piglins remind you of Skiz? Really? What's up, buddy? Oh, that's not a Piglin. That's a Huglin. Is that what you meant? Or you meant Piglin? Guys, I'm feeling kind of like Skiz today. I'm kind of feeling like Skiz. Oh, man. Oh, he just watched him murder his father. Yeah, I kind of have I don't want to work attitude on Sunday. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't get out of this. I'm out for 3 days for a volleyball tournament, and now I literally can't, like, get back in motion. Skiz catching strays. Yeah, I give him a hard time. I gave Jem a hard time this morning, too.
Getting up and turning around.
I'd rather mess with me and Pearl, and when I asked something like, oh yeah, so you're like Skiz, you plays a couple blocks, and you gotta go mess around. You know, that should be taken as a compliment, actually, if you think about it, because that's a good, that's a way to keep your day fun, That's what's going to lead to them not for me now. So I hope they took that more as a compliment than anything. That's me just wishing I had it in me to be more free with my time, I guess. Enjoy more things in life. Goof around a bit more. Anyway, we're going to need some stuff. Let's go on a little scouting trip. I always want to go out that door, but then I was like, we need to sleep. Is no one going to sleep? Oh, there's not too many people on. Hopefully Skiz's stuff is getting organized. We're going to go check on the shop real quick. First of all, see if we need to restock anything. Second of all, I want to get some ideas on how to put more stuff in there. It's going to make it cool. That's what I want to do. I also want to throw my carrots. Let's see how far I can throw them. Change the title and channel to just chaos. Yeah. There's like this. If you call someone like a chaotic kind of gremlin energy, is that mean or is that alright? Indecisive. If you say like someone's got a chaotic gremlin energy, would that person take that as like I would think it's a compliment. Because that's kind of how I view, both Green and Gem and Skiz, all three of them kind of have that chaotic gremlin energy. And sometimes I'm a little bit jealous of it, I'll be honest. I get a little bit jealous of it. I think it's kind of fun. It keeps you young. Scar as well. Alright, let's see here. I haven't checked the shop since we built it, actually. Or I did have to restock mending once and unbreaking once, and it looks like mending's low again. That's what I really like about this bookshelf system, is we can come in here and immediately see if anything is running low. And we're here before mending ran out completely, which is nice. But I came in here and unbreaking and mending were completely empty the other day. So I did take my diamonds from that. I didn't document it. I should have probably wrote it in the ledger and stuff if we wanted to keep track of how many diamonds we're making this season. But I haven't been doing that from the beginning, so here we are. And it looks like we've got a decent amount. I'm guessing mainly from books. It's hard to tell, though. Right? Some of these could have been from shulkers, the shulker shells. But I'm guessing mainly from books, because we really only have the books and the shulker shells that we're selling in here. But look at that, guys. That's pretty good. More accounting, yeah. I don't want to keep track of all the diamonds I'm making, because then we might have to like reported on taxes or something. Oh man, could you imagine if Hermitcraft started having like taxes?
That's
Oh, that'd be
hilarious.
horrible. That'd be horrible. Let's not. Let's not. I mean, there's a lot of things that do mirror real life that we have on the server, but like, let's only mirror real life for fun things. You know? Sam, thanks again. Another Can You Dig It for only 20 cents. Appreciate you. Will you see us play Reanimal? It's like Little Nightmares, but for adults. Reanimal. I hadn't heard of that, Sam. Take a look. I'll write that on my. I can never decide what notepad to use. Hold on. This one. Oh, this is the one where I took a lot of notes on what to do for that commando room. Reanimal. I'm guessing since it's adult kind of Little Nightmares, it's gonna be a mature rated game, which is okay. I don't mind. Oh, Evan and Caitlin played it. Well, if it's good enough for Evan and Caitlin, that's good enough for me. That's all I needed to hear. Sold. Sold. All right, let's talk about a few things. I'm not like extremely happy with this shop. Like, it's a box store. You know, it's meant to look like a box store, but at the same time, I'm like, it's kind of bland. You know, like I feel like I cut it down a little bit more, a little bit better. Hello, Doc. Doc's over there working. What is today? It's Wednesday. But one thing I think I did make a mistake on was I was trying to be considerate, and like don't be considerate. That's a waste of time. You know, life's too short to be considerate and think of other people before yourself. You know, like whatever. Just take. You don't need to give. Like you don't need to worry about what other people might think. Just do what you want to do. Take what you want to take, and I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sometimes I actually go a little overboard, though. I go a little overboard with worrying about things because I think what happened was I misunderstood a little bit of the shopping district protocols. Scar wants this area to be shops on shops on shops, right? Like where things are like built into each other. And what I was trying to do is I realized like that's a big box, right? That's a big building. It's taking up quite a bit of space. And so I'm like, oh, if somebody else wants to build, you know, how many more things can we fit in here with the tree and everything? Maybe two more buildings. But like if I only took up like half of this plot, then we could have more back here. We could have like up to 6 maybe. But as I built this, I realized like this is not a lot of space. You know? Like who's gonna want to try to shove a building in here and then like this would be their front door like right here. Because these hedges are here. And I don't think they're gonna move. They look too good. I don't think anyone's gonna want a shop that's like 5 blocks wide. You know? So then I started thinking, okay, well, what if I do something? What if I also claim that backspace and make another shop? And I had a good idea for it. I was going to call it Back Alley Deals, which I think is a cool name. Like, just keep it like an alley, you know? Like this is behind the, you know, dumpsters and stuff back here. And it's kind of like sketch, you know? There's like, you know what I mean? Like an alleyway, like a scary alleyway back here. And then there's like deals back here, you know, maybe the guy with the coat opens it up and there's those fake watches, which you got what you need, you know. And back alley deals, BAD. I mean, I thought it was pretty clever. Like, I still think that's pretty darn clever, right? I like that a lot. So, but now I'm thinking maybe we just expand the shop. And maybe we could still have an alleyway on the side or something like this and still have it? What do you guys think? Because I'm on the fence, honestly. I'm in 2 schools of thought. One, we could just extend this building and go all the way back here, and then we will have enough room for all the books to fit. 2, we go with the back alley deals. And we put all the garbage books back here. You guys like the back alley deals? Better. Okay. I thought you might. Back alley deals is pretty fun. Because I did see a lot of people that were like, why didn't you just make the building bigger? You could have fit all the books in. But back alley deals is pretty fun. So let's start just freehand. So we're gonna need to I might need to look up some reference images or something. I'm not prepared for this. This is not well, there was a couple things I wanted to do today. We got some work to do. Start thinking about it. Start noodling on what a back alley would look like. I mean, obviously, a dumpster needs to be back there, and if we can get like a cauldron with a fire in it or something, and some armor stands. I mean, I don't know how far do we want to take this, because it might be a little too far to have a homeless camp and something. You know what I mean? I don't want to go that far. I don't think because that's when it starts to feel like, ooh, that doesn't feel great. But there needs to be somebody. I was talking about the guy back there selling fake watches. There does kind of need to be something. How are we going to make sales? But I don't want it to get too, too real, I guess, like we were talking about. Even smoking here for the employees. The employees are out back, having a smoke break, sitting on a crate, that kind of thing, maybe. Artistic M, thanks for the 500 bits. Maya Sofia, thanks for the 1,000 bits. So kind of you, because I'm one of the reasons just that you start streaming. You're crafting, love the back alley, the idea. Thank you, Maya. Well, good luck with streaming. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, some armor stands. Yeah, the barrel with the fire is really good. Like a West Side. Okay, how do you make a West Side Story? Here, I feel like I'm talking to you guys. How would we make it so there's a West Side Story kind of a fun gang fight versus this is oh my gosh, this is heavy. It's hard to capture that feel without it going the wrong way. But I do like that idea. Because, the gang fights in West Side Story, they were obviously, silly. They were dancing and not really fighting. It was a dance battle, exactly. So, what if we did more street performer? Yes. What if we kept it more like street performer? So the back alley deals is actually more like a street performer thing than homeless gangs, stuff like that. What if we did that? That's much more whimsical and fun. Yeah. That could be it. That's what we could do. Now we're talking. Because I want to keep things more on the happy side. You know me. I don't like to go too dark and real. So what if it's more street performers? So we could have a break dancer. So we're gonna need okay, here's the things we're gonna need. I want to get a book. I want to write this down in game. Oh, now I'm getting jazzed, guys. I'm getting jazzed. See, we just need to talk. You guys what if we didn't place this blocks all the time? What if we didn't place blocks all the time when we stream and we just do more of this brainstorming? I try to make it half and half if I can, at least. But I like that idea. So leading to good stuff. Joe, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you. Welcome, Raiders. We're taking a look right now or not just flew away, but we're taking a look at impulse buys and trying to figure out how we want to expand. Because I want to sell more things out of it. And I had some fun ideas, and we were just talking them through, and I think we're starting to land on something. So we want to do back alley deals behind impulse buys, and we want to make the back alley full of street performers. Can I sell redstone? You need redstone dust for your dispense machine? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. I mean, technically, it's Tango's redstone, but I think I have some somewhere. I'll have to look. I might have a little bit laying around that I could probably bundle and sell, maybe. Think about it. Scarlet Struggles, thank you so much for the kid. You dig it. Appreciate you. Oh, you made the best friends you've ever had through streaming. One of those friends accidentally burned down my house in Hightail. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that sentence continued, Scarlet. I made great friends streaming. What? Burned down my house in Hightail. Okay. Woo. And then flooded it with water. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard at someone's absolute panic. That's amazing. At least they cared, you know? And we're like, a deck girl, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Really like the idea of a dance-off between breakdancers. Yes, that'd be cool. Yeah, leaving out the burnt down my house in Hightail part. I like even the pause I had on there. I should have like pre-read that, like read ahead a little bit. Otherwise, because I started panicking. I'm like, whoa, why are they telling me this? that's a heavy deal. Okay. Just sort our diamond stash here. Wow. Oh man, guys, I'm running out of room for my diamonds. Jeez. Imagine I lose that box. Yikes. This is so weird because it's like last season I was broke all season long. So the fact that I actually have diamonds is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Leather and string. Okie doke. I can do that. I can do that. Let's make a bunch of bundles. I have ideas. So let's keep noodling, guys. We won't start the back alley deals just yet. But I want to write some stuff down. Back alley deals. I love the name because PAD. And then we're gonna have street performers. I'm writing on something. Oh, I was gonna write a book. That's what I came in for. I was gonna make a book so we all could read together. I'm like typing this on a notepad when we could all see it together. I need books though. You would be. I put them in here. I put paper in there. Okay. Feather. Perfect. Ink. Good. And then book and quill. Did it. Okay. So wait. Back alley deals. Or bad. BAD. Love it. Okay. Full of street performers, including. So we're gonna break dancing battle, right? Um, should I bring? What else? Like, I think somebody needs to be juggling for some reason. Juggler, right?
Yeah.
One of the breakdancers has to be Scar. Okay, Scar. I'm gonna put Scar's name there. Vendors. Oh yeah. Street vendors. They could be the ones selling stuff. So we'll just have little carts back there. That would be good. We need Max doing a backflip. Let's put a little bit of our D&D lore in it. That'd be fun. Max doing a backflip. Would be cool
I
having
need
a
to leave
bucket
enough
farmer.
room for redstone.
A
The
bucket
door.
farmer. You see that a lot
It's
on the
big.
streets.
Probably gonna be 3x3 doors, maybe 4x4.
Ooh. If we do, yeah, I like that. Fire
That's
escape
3x3.
parkour, right? So if we have like a fire escape, we can have like dudes running up and doing parkour and stuff. That could be fun. Yeah, definitely need graffiti back there. Graffiti. I think it's the other way, isn't it? I don't know. Nope. I don't know. Maybe you had it right. Which way is right? I don't know. Man, why is it with our language? Why is it always so hard to know how many of the double letters we have to have? Okay. When I did the 2 F's, it looked
So
weird.
that should be enough.
It's so hard. 2 F's, 1 T. Okay, there we go. Graffiti. Good. Ratatouille. Oh man, if there was like a window. I like the employees on break. Employees on break. I don't think I'm gonna do. Yeah, definitely need a dumpster. I don't think I'm gonna do them like smoking though. I don't like the idea of like promoting smoking. You know, sorry if you're a smoker. I'm not judging. I'm just saying like as a person in my position, I don't really want to glamorize smoking. So anyway, dumpster. And then maybe there's like a dumpster fire, like a trash can fire. Also, like that's where it maybe gets too real. Well, I'll think about that. Trash can fire, potentially. Yeah, if they were playing like what's something that's more like family friendly, you know, like if they were playing jacks or whatever, like cards, yeah, anything like that, where there's like they're just playing a game on the ground, and yeah, it could be like if we do any of that though, it's just going to be related to gambling, and I got to worry about that. But I'm less worried about that for some reason. Ooh. Hopscotch. That's super family friendly. Yeah, they're just playing hopscotch. Perfect. Love that. Great. Did I spell that right? Hacky sack would be good too. Somebody skateboarding would be cool. Okay, the alley's not this big, guys. You guys have so many good ideas that we're gonna have to pick and choose. You guys have done great with the brainstorming. You guys like the brainstorming, huh? You guys know how I get anxious. Like we sit here and we do stuff like this, and I'm just like, oh, we're not placing blocks. Terrible content. We're not placing blocks. Yeah. Chat actually loves chatting. I like reading what you guys say too. In case you didn't know that, I know I'm not super good at it, but TCG. How would we do TCG? We don't have the TCG cards. I don't think. Do we? Hold on one sec. Oh, thank you, Sando. See it. I see it. Oh, I don't know where you added it, but I'll find it. Oh, I see it. Sick. Yeah, I wonder if we have the custom TCG. How would I know? Isn't there a way for me to find out if we have the custom TCG? Did I just... Okay. Okay, TCG would have been a custom item, and if it's a custom item, that means I could put something in... I thought there was a way to, like, see stuff when we go to name custom items. I don't think we have TCG cards. What are they typically made out of, TCG cards? Do you remember what the actual in-game item was? Like the Minecraft block or item? Was it a map? They're maps. Okay. And Beef actually made those, but I wonder if this season, to not have him make all the maps again, assuming, we're going to have TCG come back at all, I wonder if they just automatically imported them into the game, into the server. I don't know. But I do have an empty map. I think I thought there was some sort of interface if we, started to type or something, it would... Maybe I'm wrong. No. Joe, is there a way to see what custom entities we have through an in-game interface? Do you know? Took you a month to import them last season, so we don't have it. Okay. We don't have them anyway yet. Use commands. Okay. All right. Well, I'll put that on a look into list then. I'll put CCG. And then maybe this is a good starting point to just import them again this season. Oh, Stonecutter, right. That's something to do with Stonecutter. Oh, that was for paintings. Yeah. If we put paintings in the Stonecutter, I think they do stuff. Or we can see custom paintings. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, this is super cool. by the way. This is super cool. Where is... I don't see Corrales' painting in here, though. I see Azuma's got a custom painting. Where's Corrales'? This is really nice, though, because you know how hard it is to get the painting you want? Such a cool way to do it. Just makes life easy. I don't see Corrales' painting in here, though. Wait. These aren't pixelated, so I do... Oh, it's that. So it just looks like... Yeah, you can't actually solve what the painting does until you make it. I wonder if it's the same thing with this. I want to see now. What is this? Whoa! Did I spoil something? Uh-oh. Did I spoil something? Okay. I'm a little behind on content, so that was one of those things where I'm like, if they haven't shown this yet, they might actually be mad that I showed that. That's something like a lot of times people are cool with spoilers, and that's awesome. But like something like that, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a big thing. That's kind of a big reveal if they weren't ready to show that. I feel bad. Anyway, yeah, we have to get some custom graffiti and stuff. That'd be cool. Employees on break, skateboarding. Yeah, I think this is enough. It's an IRL merge flag. Oh, little hashtag ad in there. Artistic M, thank you so much for the Can You Dig It? Can I paint Prim for my Instagram? Absolutely. Yeah, in fact, let me, I'll keep an eye on your Instagram. I'm ready to post that. That's awesome. Yeah, feel free. I love seeing Prim included in like fan art and stuff. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I'll write down your Instagram. Check it out. I'm not heavy on Instagram, but I'll keep my eye out for something. Absolutely, feel free. Thanks so much for that. Good. All right, I think we're good on ideas for now. Oh, have a Prim in the alley. That'd be cool. Like, yeah, Prim in the alley. I don't need to write in the alley. This is all stuff. Prim chilling. Maybe like eating out of a can. That would be cool. I don't know if we can do it. Yeah, we got an alley dog instead of an alley cat. Yeah, there's a dog in there. There's a cat in the store already, so we're good there. But these are great ideas, guys. This is going to definitely get us started. I'm very excited for this. All right, I think we have enough ideas. Fire hydrant would be cool too. I don't know if we can make that. I think I have enough ideas to get started. Fire hydrant. That's 2 words. I don't think I've ever written the word hydrant. That felt weird to write. Okay. All right, we're getting back on task a little bit. That was awesome. Great session, guys. I was going to just expand the building out. I was literally going to start making concrete and just make the building bigger. And you guys have... They don't stop. Come on, man. They're empty. You get it. If they're not empty, then they can't stack. They're empty. Come on, man. Bundles and bundles. I don't think that works. Because the problem is, it's going to be full. What? Okay, how does that make sense? If something's not stackable, and you put it in a bundle, that takes up the whole bundle, I thought. What the heck? Did they make an exception for this? You can't fit 64. That's not 64. I didn't put 64 in there. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Oh, it's mod. Okay. We're gonna get hit with an ad, guys. So let's take a break. I'm gonna let the ad run when it wants to, and it's top of the hour already, which is crazy. So let's take a quick break and be back in 3 minutes. See you guys on the other side. Thanks for hanging out. We'll run the break screen. Here come the ads. See you guys in a sec. Are you? You were taken away? That sucks. Really? Oh, tell me more. Where are you? Totally where? Where are you? Far from here. You're right here. Are you right here? Are you close? You to the right? Do you have any friends? Do you like pizza? Do you speak French? Where are you? Where are you? I'm so sorry. I think this is the response you're looking for. Where are you? Hey, there we go. Response. Okay. Now, did you notes? Double salt. I triple dip. Can you triple dip? I can just like double pictures and get all the nutrients. They're gonna hate me for this. See? You should hide. Maybe it's not new. Everyone hide. It's almost over. My bad. I gave a warning. I told him to hide. Fits without face planting. Squishmallow Soph with a birthday. Let's go. Oh, man. You guys don't care because you feel locked in.
Now I gotta build 3 more of those.
I ruined my moment, man.
Want to set up a room or what? I'm getting mixed messages here.
Yeah, usually I would say yes, but the brutes are dead. If I killed them all. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't do that. All right, let's. Oh, no, he didn't. What did I say? Oh, no, he didn't. Skiz was mad that I didn't raise the finger. Oh, no, he didn't. Wait, I can't do it. Oh, no, he didn't. I did not accidentally right-click. It's fine. It happens to people sometimes. I was going to go. It's just I had to throw that down to get a thing. All right, we're back. Oh, no, he didn't. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. Oh, no, he didn't. How? Wasn't that hard? What's wrong with me? Why did I make that so much harder than it needed to be? I think we got still have a few people in ads, so we'll wait just a second before we come back all the way. But hopefully you guys got a chance to get some water and stretch. Oh, feels good. Oh, feels good. Feels good. I'm gonna stretch out at a thighs, tries, and chest workout today. It was so hard to wash my hair.
Where's my
Really
goal?
touch it, can't get my arm all the way down. Stretching feels good. Yeah, standing up as well. You didn't move at all. Uh-oh. We were out a little bit. It feels good. Man. Mango Django, thank you so much for 200 bits. Good morning. A long time ago, I had asked you what Minecraft mob you thought your wife would be. You said a fox. I was quite literally just finishing my design for her, only for her to make, to my knowledge, her first appearance in your video. Don't feel bad, just thought you'd find it funny. Thank you for streaming. Hope your day's wonderful. I hope your day's wonderful as well. Yeah. She made a quick little cameo in my last ExpressVPN ad. That was awesome. It was really cool to see her. I'm out of her shell a little bit, you know. My wife is shy, so not easy. Oops, didn't want to do that. Goes back out.
I don't know where that other one went
Okay,
to.
I know these bundles. Totally. Totally. Is it full now? Okay, so how many? It says 64, but I feel like that's not right. Because look how fast it fills up. Is it 16? I do that. I have to learn how to use bundles better. It's 16. Okay, that makes sense. Well, at least that's better than 1. Because I thought it would be 1. If something's not stackable, I thought it would fill the bundle. And now there's some discrepancy on whether or not that's vanilla Minecraft or not. I don't know. I don't know everything about bundles. I keep talking about going into Azuma's shop and learning about bundles, but I haven't done it yet. It's slacking. But I want to carry more bundles. I would like to dye the bundles as well. It's a full stack, so 16 or 64 depending on the item. It's interesting. Because, like, if I take my shovel and I put it in a bundle, it's full, right? Like, a lot of people were also trying to tell me that I should put my books in a bundle and sell them that way. But I was like, if I put a book in the bundle's full. Like, that's no different than just selling the book outright. Bundles aren't helping. So, yeah. Yeah, I get it. A shovel's a stack, but if you can't stack bundles, right? Like you can't put 2 bundles together in a stack, then how are they able to fit more than 1 in a bundle? That's what's confusing. Anyway, whatever. Minecraft's weird, or we did something weird with data packs or mods or something. I don't know. But yeah, non-stackables count as a stack, as a full stack, 64 items. And here these bundles are non-stackable, yet I put 16 of them in a bundle. So, bundle and a bundle's a mod. I don't know. We're getting mixed reports on that. Data pack for bundles. Okay. You know, that's the thing. We have so many things on the server that sometimes it's hard to keep track of what's vanilla and what's not. So, one thing we're gonna need. So I want to start selling some other stuff in the shop, and we'll go and we'll lay out the back alley deals. We'll just like put markers down because I really want to take some time to actually like spend in creative and like come up with a good like dumpster design and stuff like that. We can play around a little bit here maybe if we have time, but it's gonna take me some off camera time, I think, to really get a handle on the designs I want to use in the back alley deal. So we're not going to get that done today. It was a spur of the moment idea, and I love it. But I need time to think through it instead of just throwing stuff down and then being unhappy with the outcome. You know what I'm saying? So I'll spend a little bit of TLC on it. But I do want to fix some other things going on in the shop. I don't have. I want to use bundles actually to sell the shulker shelves because of the way those bookshelves work. I think it's going to be a much smarter way to go. However, I need purple. And I totally know how to make purple dye. Purple happens when you mix blue and red together. Oh, my art teacher would have been so proud of me. I figured it out all by myself. Oh, if you could see me now. All right. Can I dye a bundle of bundles? That would be sick. Here, dye the whole bundle of bundles. No, it's just gonna do the one. Some of you are laughing because you know the story of my art teacher. Purple kind of looks like a shoulder shell color, right? That's good enough. Anything? My supply, thanks so much. 300 bits and another 200 bits. Thank you. I think that'd be good. We'll go purple with it. Let's make a few of these. I think pretty much everything I sell in the shop, I'm going to bundle up now. I like it. I like it a lot. Here, we can do this while we're there, actually. I'm going to need more purple dye. Should I name them as well, or is that overboard? Let's see. So, like, let's say 64 shulker shells. Should I put the price on it as well? What did we do for pricing? Purple hurts your eyes? Yeah, I don't know if we could dumb it down a little bit. What would be a magenta or something? I think it's going to be not better. 2 diamonds, 64 joker shells. I think we have the prices on one sign instead of naming everything. Because what if I change my prices again? Yeah, I think magenta's going to make it even worse. Here's the thing. I would love to copy paste this. But anytime I try to copy something from the anvil, it doesn't copy. So what I'm gonna do, I think it's just the anvil that's a problem. This is a bug that needs to be fixed. 64 joker shells. I'll write it in the book. Alright? We'll copy that. Now if I paste that somewhere else, now it's on my clipboard. Alright. Thanks, Minecraft. And now, I'm not pasting what was on my clipboard beforehand, which was an Instagram account. Oh, come on, man. I broke it already. Control-C, Control-V doesn't work from an anvil. Try it. Or maybe it's another hermit crab thing. I don't know. And maybe it's a Java thing, not a bedrock thing. You know, I don't know. But anytime I try to copy paste something out of an anvil, it does not work. Trust me. Try it. And I do know how to do Control-C, Control-V. You know, I do know how to do Control-C, Control-V. I don't have an issue doing that. So, anvil. You go like this. Watch this. Watch. Purple bundle. Here we go. Pop it in there, right? And I go, hi, right? Control-C. Watch this, like, actually work. Let me do this. Let me take this back out. See? Control-V that, and the high wasn't there. So, yeah. Maybe just a Java bug? I don't know. But I don't know how, I'm definitely not messing up Control-C, Control-V. It's not that hard. It worked for Pearl. I don't know how it would have worked for Pearl. She might have copy-pasted something from, like, out of a book. It worked out of books, not an anvil. Very curious to know how that worked for Pearl. You didn't know it worked? I don't know. Maybe I have a mod. You know, maybe it's a big sign writer. I don't know. No, it worked. It didn't work before I did that. So, could have been any one of these things causing problems. Who knows? Whatever. Yeah, if I did it from Word document, it'd be fine. Anyway, let's go to the shop. Oh, no, I want more dye first. So we need blue dye for. And blue dye mixes with. I can't believe this.
2 out of 4.
Red
Time
dye.
to take a quick break. I need to get some food.
Fresh red dye. Yes. And now, purple dye. Woo! We have lots of it. Okay, perfect. And then I have stuff to make more bundles if we need. Let's get over there. And I'll just bring an anvil with me. There's one in the shop too. Okay, let's go. This is gonna be tedious. Sounds. Oh, try right control instead. Interesting. Right control. No, because it works for other stuff.
I'll try it.
I select it. Right control C. Okay. Take it back out. Put it in. Right control V.
Sorry, come on, let's go. I'll say go sorry. Come on.
Huh.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. That Control C, Control V works for every other app. Just not an anvil. Hold on a second. Watch this. Left control C. Left control C, right? Oops. This is crazy town. Left control V. Didn't say hi. It worked. So it's not like my keyboard's broken. It's literally an anvil problem. I'm telling you. It's something to do with the anvil. It's crazy. It's crazy. Other people are saying it works for them, but I don't know if you're on bedrock and that's different or what. What? No, it's not an anvil. I mean, it's not that specific anvil. It's been this way for me for years. Been that way for me for a long time. They just want right control for something. Well, I have to remember that. Now that I know that I can do right control if I really want to copy paste out an anvil, and I basically have to. Crazy, though. What a crazy discovery. Well, I'm glad that I tried it. No, I wasn't crouching going into an anvil. Could have been fine. But here's what I'm thinking for this shop. We might need to just throw some stuff in here for a minute while we're getting organized. Joker shells. Good, I spelled that correctly. I don't want to lose that book. But here's what I'm thinking. If I take this box out of here. Oh, I want to put some honey under this guy too. I guess I don't want him jumping up and down. Took me a while to decide. Oh, we did sell a lot of shulker shells. Nice. Good, good, good. I'm actually running out of shulker shells, honestly. It's kind of scary. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Okay. Now, if we take these and we put them in that, right, we can put the bundle in here. And the nice thing about the bundle, let me see, will it say? Oh, man. I was hoping the text would show if it was named. It doesn't. That's too bad. Because that was kind of my plan. It would if I did an item frame. Yeah, I don't want an item frame, though. I want the shelves. But they can still see shulker shells, 2 diamonds per stack. And the good part about this is when they grab it, another one will come in immediately, which was the problem. Like before, we had to wait for shulker shells to like drain into the shelf. Now it'll just automatically pop a new 64 bundle in there, and that was kind of the way I wanted it. It's just a bummer that they're not named. It would have been nice. Because yeah, I was thinking like everything in here I might just put in bundles, but without being able to just hover over and see the text. Name the shelf? Ooh, that might be a good shout. Hold on. No, you wouldn't see the name of a shelf if you named the block itself and then set it down, because it's a block, so it's just going to lose that anyway. You won't see a name of it. But I see what you're saying, like if we did like an item frame or something, I don't know if I want that. It's just going to be getting in the way. It's okay. We're gonna settle. Yeah. We're just gonna settle. I don't know what else we could do that wouldn't make the situation worse. Right? Yeah, the sign says shulker shells, 2 diamonds per stack. You go here and yeah, named armor stand. My problem with the named armor stand is then the armor stand could potentially get in the way of the clicking, right? Like if the armor stand's frame sticks outside this, then you're going to click on the armor stand and not the bundle. So we could like we could be inviting more problems by trying to solve this one little thing that I'm partially okay just moving on from. I mean, it's not ideal, but yeah, here's the idea. So before, what was happening was if somebody came in here to buy a full stack, they would take the bundle or they would take the stack out, and then right now, if they clicked it again, they would get just partial because it's loading all the stuff into the item or into the shelf. And now the full bundle's there if they want to buy another one. So the restocking has just happened way quicker. And that's what I was going for. But it is kind of a pain to make all these bundles, especially if I'm going to be using naming. Well, do I bother naming them? Change the sign to say bundle. Shulker shells, 2 diamonds per bundle. Yeah. But then will they know that it's 64? Right? Go do that. I don't have room to write shells. That makes sense. That's good enough. Yeah. All right, let's keep bundling and saving then. What do you think? If the bundle's not named, is that big of a deal? I gotta do something about this cashier. He's in my way. He's in my way. Like once they buy it, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here wasting XP and time doing it. So let's just stock up a bunch real quick this way. Don't need to be named. And then I do love that you can quickly take stuff out of the bundles. That's nice. So like if I want to just put this guy full bundles in here, I can just go boop until I fill up. Neat. Okay. This is good. Working. Perfect. And we need to put shells in. So these all have shells. I need to make sure I put the ones with shells and not other ones. Whatever, my shulker box behind us. Okay. 64, 64, 64. Make sure we don't mess this up. Somebody would be a sad customer if they came in here and they got a bundle that didn't actually have any shells in it. There we go. So now we're loaded with how many? 10, 13? 13 bundles in there right now? I have 128 levels. Yeah, levels isn't a problem per se. Wasn't too worried about it. I think what I should do is use this box. And I'm not sure how we ended up with 26 shulker shells left over. I wonder if somebody did what I was worried about. Have you guys seen any hermits shopping in here? Oops, wrong thing. A lot of times hermits don't show shopping in their videos. It's not exactly the greatest content. I'm wondering if any hermits have come in here and got confused by the shulker buying process. Could I automate this stick wrapper? Yeah, probably. You could make bundles automatically and then have them die automatically and then have them filled with shulker boxes. Sure. Wait, can you? No, I don't think you can autofill bundles in any way, right? There's no good way of doing that. You actually have to put stuff in there. It goes both ways. I didn't know that. I thought I had to go like this, take that and put it in there. But you can go like that as well.
No, that does not work.
Wait, what just happened? That's OP. That's not right. That's not right. No, that's all sorts wrong. That don't feel right. We got a bundle inside of a bundle inside of a bundle. That's not right. That's not. Huh? That was so cursed. Wait, now I can't do it. Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Yeah, it's modded. We're modded here. There's no way that's vanilla. There's no way that's vanilla. No way. Seriously? They let you bundle a bundle and a bundle? For real? How far can you go with this? What? How far does it go? How many bundles can you fit? 64. You can go 64 bundles deep? Oh my gosh. Sick. No way. No, that feels so wrong. So, hold on. I'm gonna take a bundle out of here. I'll put a bundle in that bundle. Wait, no. I can't because it's full. Shoot. What can I do? Put a bundle in that bundle. And then that bundle inside that bundle. Oh, but it does know how much each bundle's holding in the end. Okay. So it's not infinite. You can have a bundle holding a bundle holding a bundle, and it's going to take up 3 spots or whatever. It's still counting up all the way. Okay, it's not infinite. I thought it was infinite for a second. I was oh, if that's counting a bundle holding stuff inside it as one bundle, then that's different. Like, yeah, the nest bells thing, you can just like go on forever. Okay, it still knows how much is totally being held. Okay. That's totally different then. That's totally different. And now I don't feel like I'm Twilight Zone anymore. Because that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right, but that makes sense now. Alright, I'll put that that way. Alright. So we're selling bundles of shoulders now. It's time to sell other stuff. I know I got excited. Well, I got excited and also felt a little queasy. I got excited and felt queasy at the same time. We need to sell some other stuff in here, guys. Yeah. So let's talk about things we can sell. Let's go back to the base. So that's my idea now. That's gonna fix that problem. I'm gonna do bundles with everything. Unless it's not stackable like totems. But like if we have any, like let's say I want to sell 64 iron blocks, I'm gonna bundle that. Yeah, so everything in the shop's gonna be bundles. But I think totems is a good shout. So let's go back and let's collect some stuff and figure out what do we want to sell. Because remember, this is impulse buys, right? So it literally like the idea is that you go into the shop wanting to buy one thing, and as you're there, you're enticed by other things. Right? It's like the checkout line in a grocery store, where you're sitting there and you're like, I don't necessarily need a Pez dispenser, but that's a cool Pez dispenser, so I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the vibe of what we will have. So let's talk about the things we have in abundance. This, obviously. We have all this in abundance. Although, I do need to do some maintenance on this part. I'm not, my honey farm's like shut down at the moment. But what if we sold iron? Iron, we're good. Blocks? I can see people wanting that. Yeah. Emeralds as well, although emeralds means I have to do more raid for Cane, and I don't. The process is a bit much for the because here's the thing. With most of the other Cane I can do for my farms, I can still use my computer. Like I can edit a video. I can whatever. I can still use my computer. I can be on another instance in creative mode, designing stuff. But when I'm using the raid farm, it literally takes over my whole computer. And so, because it's got an autoclick and all that stuff. And so, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough to use. And I have to like line my mouse up perfectly. And if the wind blows my mouse, even when as long as it's off the ending session, it's a bit rough. But, do you think we want to buy bamboo? Yeah, I need to set up like one of my other PCs or something. Yeah, because I do have a few options there. I do have a laptop, and I do have another PC that's in the corner that I use for like volume and stuff. I could just do that. Yeah, I'd have to like set up my instance and everything on it, but yeah, that's possible. What do we think? Bamboo? People buy bamboo? Will they? I mean, just have stuff, right? So let's throw a couple boxes of bamboo in the mix. Might as well, just because I have it. Even these, like maybe honeycomb blocks. Would honeycomb blocks sell? Honey definitely would, but I am not storing honey just yet. Once we get a few of these things in there for sale, let's take care of some things. Yeah, the honeycomb. You think people buy the honeycomb blocks? I know Red did. Red came by, needed honeycomb blocks, left me diamonds for it. So, okay. I mean, they might not be hot sellers, but it's one of those things. Let's like flood the store. Right, redstone? Joe wanted redstone. Let's get the redstone in there. Sure. Take that. Excellent. All right, now we're cooking. We got lots of stuff. Oh, wax. And no, you can't de-honeycomb block into wax. You think wax? Wax my back to skyblock. Yep. Said that. 2 people might know what that means. Only the true fans know what that means. Got it about more than 2. Nice. Nice. You guys are amazing. Prickles, thanks for that gifted sub. My supply, thanks again. Change the sign to say bundles instead of stack. Yes, we did that. Thank you so much for the suggestion. That was perfect. All right, we'll sell some wax. We're gonna need some different dyes. I like the fact that we're dyeing the bundles. We're gonna bundle this stuff in the stacks. So what colors do we need here? I would say orange, right? For the honeycomb blocks. Orange works. Orange also works for the wax. Unless we want to go yellow. We could go yellow for the wax. I got a bit of both, right? Got orange and yellow in there. More orange, but maybe we can do that. Yellow for the wax and then orange for the honeycomb blocks. That's good. Green and white. Right? Guess what? My pockets are full. Oh, it happens fast. It happens so fast. Let's just put all those in there. That'll help. That'll help a little bit. And then red for the redstone. Okay. So I need green. We're gonna have to smelt some green. I'm just gonna grab another stack of poppies. The poppies for the redstone. And then we need white. Yep, that's probably enough. All right, let's go smelt some green real quick. Love it. Orange for the honey, yellow for the honeycomb. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, nameless creature. I think that's a good shout. That'll work out really good. Look at this. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love my auto smelter. I love it. Let's go look at it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, free cam, get there. Get there. Get there. Okay, we're there. Oh, get there. Okay. Here it comes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Which one of y'all broke it? Which one of y'all broke mine? Hello? Hello? We're gonna have to go give it a nudge. Something happened. Hold on. I think I might know what happened. Let's go do a thing. Did Geminito use it? Hey, that's totally fine. Uh-oh. Are we gonna die? Oh, I think I might need to do. Oh no. Let me just. Oh, that bubble vader is important, isn't it? I need to put a rail right here. Okay. It's fine. We got this. Okay, here's what's happening. Please don't break my stuff. Okay, we're gonna do a rail there, right? I'm gonna put this back, and we're gonna put you back, and then we're gonna take that back out. Give me that. And then now the bubbles don't work. So we're gonna put the water back, and now life is good. There we go. And now when it comes down, hopefully that's what it needed. Like it just kind of landed there, maybe went a little too far, but now you can see like the back wheels are up, and that gave it a little momentum coming in. I think that was it. I don't think anybody broke it. I think it was just somehow that carried a little bit further than usual.
Got some rock.
Perfect, fine.
All
right. But now we missed it. Oh, dang it. I missed it. Oh.
Just one more set of
Thing's fun to watch.
Build.
It's already collecting. Because it already gave that whole stack out. I can't wait until this is opened. Until we dig all of this out. And we can actually like see this. I kind of like Skiz's idea of making a glass window that like we used gray and white glass and black to make a furnace look in the window. I just don't know if it fits the vibe of this.
Using a calibrated sculpt sensor. Come on.
How to use the calibrated sculk sensor in Minecraft. The calibrated sculk sensor is a new redstone component that can filter specific vibrations, and there are a few differences with a sculk sensor. The crafting recipe is 3 amethyst shards and a sculk sensor. It can only be crafted in the game, and there is no way to find it. How to use the calibrated sculk sensor in Minecraft. The calibrated sculk sensors will work similarly to the sculk sensor, but there are differences. First, there will be one side of the calibrated sculk sensor that will have a white trail on it. This will be the input. If you put a redstone signal next to this side, it will only detect vibrations of that signal. For example, a redstone block will output a redstone signal of 15. The calibrated sculk sensor will only detect vibrations that are at level 15. The calibrated sculk sensor would only detect mobs and players dying or an explosion. The calibrated sculk sensor would only output a redstone signal when it detects that vibration. The easiest way to set a signal is to use a lectern with a 15-page book on it with a redstone comparator facing out into the calibrated sculk sensor's input. This will allow you to change the redstone signal depending on the page it is on. The redstone comparator will measure the fullness of any container, so you can use a lot of different things in the game, like chests, barrel, or hoppers, and put items into them to get the comparator to output the signal you want. If the calibrated sculk sensor does not have a redstone signal going into the input, it'll function the same as a sculk sensor and detect any vibration. I should mention that the vibration is a sound given off by a player, mobs, or entities in the game. Here's a list of the different vibrations and the output. Obviously, there are a lot of different possibilities. The calibrated sculk sensor doesn't detect vibrations from other sculk sources or the warden. It also does not detect if the player is sneaking or walking on wool or carpet. Wool can also be used to block vibrations by putting the wool blocks on the sides of the calibrated sculk sensor. The calibrated sculk sensor does have a range of a 16-block spherical radius around it. The sculk sensor only has an 8-block radius. The calibrated sculk sensor will output a redstone signal string that is inversely proportional to the distance to the sensor. What that means is that if you walk on the sensor, this will output a signal of 15, but if you are at the edge of the 16-block range of the sensor, it will output a redstone signal of 1. The closer you are, the higher the redstone signal. However, if you have a redstone comparator facing out from the calibrated sculk sensor, the redstone signal will be the vibration detected instead. If you eat food within the radius of the sensor, it will output a redstone signal of 8, no matter how far or close you are, as long as you are within the range. The calibrated sculk sensor has a 1-second cooldown instead of 2 seconds of the sculk sensor. The purpose of the cooldown is to prevent a loop from happening where it keeps repeating. In the 1.20 update, the calibrated sculk sensor can be waterlogged and still detect vibrations. This means it won't make any sound and still works, which means it can be useful for traps or just if you don't like the sound. Also, the sculk sensors are called wireless redstone, and some additions in the update make it easier to use. Now, amethyst blocks can be used to send a signal from one sculk sensor to the next sculk sensor. If you place the amethyst block next to the calibrated sculk sensor or sculk sensor, you can hear a sound that is the same as walking on the amethyst block. It'll send a signal to the calibrated sculk sensor or the sculk sensor as long as it is within range to detect it. So 16 blocks for calibrated and 8 for the normal sculk sensor. The sound the signal travels will be 20 blocks per a second. Also within the calibrated sculk sensor, if you are filtering for a vibration, it'll send that to the next calibrated or sculk sensor. You may only need the calibrated sculk sensor at the first part to detect the vibration and send the signal down the line. I could see that if you're trying to detect multiple vibrations, you would need all the calibrated sculk sensors to be filtering the vibration. I should also mention that when you're using calibrated sculk sensors like this, the redstone signal it outputs will be 1 as the signal was on the edge of the range of the sensor. If you put the amethyst block closer, it will output a higher redstone signal. However, if you are using a redstone comparator, this will output the vibration as the redstone signal like I showed previously. This is easy to fix by putting a redstone repeater next to it to boost the signal back up to 15. In conclusion, I can see the calibrated sculk sensor being used for a lot of different things, like piston doors to replace using pressure plates to open doors, for making traps and activating redstone circuits.
my last video about calibrated sky sensor, I got 2.
Hey guys, it's Jack here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a 1.20 secret sculptor sensor door using this calibrated sculptor sensor. Now you can customize this so you can choose any key that the sculptor sensor detects. I'll be explaining more in depth into that. Well, let's have a look at this door. So right now, I've got my door set up to open when I blow this go door. Just let it open. There we go, and it opens up right there. Now I can go in, do my code horn again, and it will close. And now I'm in my awesome secret cherry 1.20 themed base with awesome stuff, storage, everything you need, have a comfy seat. But the coolest thing about this door is that by going over to this link turn here, you can actually adjust how you open it. So if I go over to page 8 here, this is, for example, if I go around a potato, eating food. So when I eat something near this door, it's going to be opening it. And it'll just take a second to open. There we go. And then I can eat something on the outside here. And it'll do that. But now the horn won't work because it's calibrated to only work for that potato. Now I've got a full list of all these different levels, and you can check that out in the other sculk sensor, calibrated sculk sensor video. Link to that will be in the description down below. But let's have a look at the redstoning behind this door and get going on with the tutorial. So this is the redstoning behind the door. Now this door is really customizable. So there should be a wall block there, because you can change how you open it by flicking through these pages. So if you want to check out all the resonance levels, like I mentioned before, check out my calibrated sculptor sensor video, because I go in depth about all of them. But for example, 3 is projectile fired, goat horn, or an item interaction. But I could go up to say number 8. So this door is only open when food is consumed nearby. And then that is great, so only I know that, and I can change that if someone figures it out really easily, just by altering this book. The materials you will need for this build will appear on your screen now, so grab all of those and we can get building. Alright, we want to start by, so we've got our wall here. So this is our wall. We're going to build it a line here. We're going to go behind the wall, place a calibrated sculk sensor like this, so the little amethyst part is pointing to our left or our right, depending on which way. If it's pointing to the left, the door's going to be on our right. If it's pointing to the right, the door's going to be on our left. Then we're going to place a comparator going into that like this, and then a lectern. Now this lectern, we're going to be putting a book in, but we're not going to do that just yet. Then grab an observer, put it on top like that, and then a sticky piston facing away from the front door like this. Now we're going to go with what we've got a bit of an infinite here, because the piston's making a noise. So it's all going around. We're going to go to 15 pages on this book and put dots or whatever you want at the end there. Done. Put it into the lectern, and then we want to just change it to a page where it's not going to be annoying while we're building. So 1 is player or mobs moving, so that can be a bit annoying when we're building this door. So we're going to change it to 3. That's player mob landing. No, so that's a projectile fired, a goat horn, or an item interaction. This is what we should have so far. Now grab some wool and place it here, 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 and here, leaving this side here open and this side here open, because we've got our block there, so we don't need to put wool there to smother it, because we want to be able to detect sounds from these 2 angles. Now place a block of redstone on the face of the sticky piston. Come 1 block out with a block of your choice, then 1 block diagonally down like this. Break these 2 blocks here.
Okay. So, me get this last set of stairs done. Ramen, are cool. Okay. Get rid of these leaves. All 4 stairs. Yeah. Okay. It's time to have some lunch / breakfast. There's my place. Oh, this freaking Coliseum, I tell you what. My goodness.
My understanding that quarks always exist in pairs, and separating the pairs creates enough energy to generate a new quark. Here's my question. If the universe ends in a big rip, that means that everything right down to quarks will be torn apart, but tearing apart quarks generates new quarks. Could this mean another Big Bang? If so, does this provide evidence that our current universe is simply one in an infinite number of universes that emerge, exist, then undergo another big rip from the infinite past to the infinite future?
And that's a variant on an earlier question that we got that none of us could answer. When a nucleon is falling into a black hole, and the tidal forces become so great, it breaks apart the nucleon into quarks, and then it wants to break apart the quarks. It breaks apart the quark and forms 2 new quarks. And it just keeps doing that all the way down to the singularity. And it seemed to me you would have a quark catastrophe if that kept up. We took it to Brian Green. Okay. Everybody's scratching their head. This feels like the same kind of question, Charles.
Well, it's a little bit different, but we'll address that big rip part first.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember this question, which is a great question, by the way. Love our Canadian friends who come up with great questions, come up with great answers too. The issue is that the big rip is a scenario of the expanding universe and the end of the universe that is true only if dark energy has a particular kind of characteristic where it's kind of negative. Okay, that's known often as the phantom energy scenario of dark energy. And for that to be true, then that would mean that when quarks split up because of some sort of internal energy, not like what we're trying to do, but like some sort of a dark energy split, they won't create new quarks. So
Wait, why not?
the solution, because of the dark energy characteristic. The phantom dark energy itself basically allows for the creation of negative particles or negative energy particles. And these things don't exist as far as we have ever found.
Wait, so we split the quark, then I have an isolated quark sitting out there, minding its own business?
No, you split the quark and it becomes something completely different. It doesn't become quarks anymore.
Oh, so it's
You wind up with a decay of sorts.
It's a different reaction.
Right, right. So you're not worried about that aspect of things if it's not a big rip.
Look, I think he's trying to wiggle out of this one. What do you think?
No.
But it's a different particle.
If you want me to circle back to what Jana and Brian were trying to talk about, I don't have any more insight than they do. They're much closer to the forefront of quantum research than I am. But what I would say is that you're thinking of a quantum particle like a quark, like a classical particle, which feels tidal forces, right? If you think of a quark instead of a thing that can be pulled apart, like our bodies, like from our noses to our feet or something like that, then you get this weird catastrophe. But if you think of it as a packet of energy or quantum information, then as it falls in, it doesn't get stretched physically. It gets changed in a way, perhaps, because of the tremendous gravitational tides and influences, but it will not actually wind up with four quarks. You'll wind up with a bundle of energy going to the event horizon, and the event horizon growing to encompass it. That's my intuition. I think I would have to work the math out to make
But
sure.
Morgan's question is predicated on the fact that there is a big rip,
Correct.
and therefore it becomes rinse and repeat. But what if there's no big rip?
That's right. Right now, the odds are there is not going to be a big rip, based on because of the necessity, the condition that a big rip requires, as far as we know, this idea of phantom energy being the dark energy component of the universe, and that would imply that we should see negative energy particles popping out in the universe, like random.
But these are do they have negative gravity?
They would have negative gravity. They would be able to
So we can make wormholes.
space forward. The Alcubierre warp drive, for example, could be all those kinds of things.
We could make wormholes.
That is another possibility, but we don't see them. We haven't seen a single wormhole. We haven't seen a single white hole. So the existence of those things has not yet been confirmed and appears to be contradicted or refuted by the fact that we don't see these things. That phantom energy is not what dark energy actually is. But that's
Just the opposite of the math.
Well then, since we don't know, so then what is dark energy, Chuck?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have zero idea. All we
Have
know
an
is
attitude while you address my guest.
it's okay. It's okay. Listen, here's something.
Charles, then what it is.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I'll tell you something else that's been really interesting. Maybe we can save this for later in the show if there are other questions regarding this. But I was at the American Astronomical Society meeting not too long ago in Phoenix, and I was just so happy. There was just a lovely time. I'm still basking in it, even though it's been a little while. But one of the last speeches, one of the last talks in that conference was about the nature of dark energy. The Dark Energy Survey, which has now gathered information about 15 million galaxies and where they're placed in the universe, seems to show that what we have counted as dark energy, the cosmological constant, is probably not constant. It looks like it's actually changing, which is really amazing, which adds still more speculation as to what this dark energy actually is. Because you have to account for the fact that it looks like the universe doesn't have a constant cosmological constant.
And just to be clear, our assumption that it was constant comes directly from Einstein's equations.
Correct.
Which his equations require it to be constant. So if it's not constant, it means Einstein's general relativity is missing something about it as a model of the universe.
Not so smart are you now, Einstein, are you?
No, it just means that lambda, the number that he had put as a number, is a function of time. It changes the equations. It means that Albert was just, and he himself admitted it, it was a temporary thing that made the equations work. He had no idea if there was anything physical about it, right? And so now we're actually trying to see whether Albert's prediction of its existence is leading to something physical. And it's the fact that it might be dependent on time or the age of the universe is further evidence that it is something physical and not just mathematical.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Albert was
that
pretty awesome.
really makes that makes things super freaky then. Like if you're factoring in time as part of the equation, that's insane.
It's a whole other.
That's a whole. I mean, you've opened up a whole new world.
That's right.
You know,
That's
that's crazy.
That's right.
It
So
just shows you it shows you how far away from knowing certainty we are.
absolutely, 95% of the material in the universe is still wholly unknown to human science.
Only 95%.
96. Okay, maybe 96.
We'll have this figured out in no time.
Yeah.
We're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there, man. Well, we got 96% more to figure out.
Well, I would have worded that slightly differently. I would say 95% of what is driving the universe is unknown to us, rather than 95% of it, the material. Because I don't know if it's material. Who knows what it is? People know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't know if it's material. We can't even say if we can call it material.
Right.
Yeah, I use the term material to be as general as possible. I didn't call it matter. I didn't call it energy. I didn't call it particles.
Right.
I mean, an even better ambiguous word would be like the stuff of the
Yeah, stuff.
right?
Stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Stuff. Anyway, lots in there to unpack for the future.
And for those who want to be ego stroked, this is the opposite of that. Where we're not even the majority of the stuff in the universe, right?
It's not by a long
Take that one home.
Yeah.
Cry on your pillow on that one.
Tell you, doesn't bode well for the creationists. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just saying. All right, I'm God. I'm sitting up here. I'm like, I'm going to create a universe, and I think I'm going to let you guys have 4% of it.
Okay.
Yo, what's up guys? Chase the Bro here, and welcome back to another Elden Ring DLC build video. Today I'm going to be using a strength build with a ton of poise. I really wanted to be tanky and optimize the hyper armor weapons that I really enjoy using. Well, this is dishonest. I'm trying to do my intro. To achieve this monstrous poise, I'm wearing the entire verdigris set, which also gives me amazing defense, very optimal for hyper armor trade weapons. It's especially strong if you plan to use any pierce damage type weapon. As you guys know, your pierce damage defense lowers when you attack, so you're going to win those trades every time. Some of the main weapons that I plan to use today are the Lance and the Claymore, very good for trades since they are pierce damage. I also enjoy the Greatsword of Solitude because it has the Ash of War true combo into the light attack, tons of burst damage, and the Ash of War is a long-range punish, very good for a strength build. Moving on to the stats, honestly very simple, almost an even amount between health, endurance, and strength. You definitely need the endurance though because the armor and weapons are very heavy on this build. The talisman setup I will swap around depending on if I'm using a damage type Ash of War or not. If I am, Shard of Alexander. If I'm not, Spear Talisman from pierce damage weapons. The two-handed sword talisman definitely a must though. It's going to increase the damage on your very hard-hitting two-handed weapons. The Great Jar's Arsenal is also needed because the Urchin's Favor doesn't give me enough of a completely not heavy roll. And then we have the Volgo Talisman. Since I'm running a ton of poise, we may as well max it out. That really covers everything there is to say about the build. I really just felt like trading and having maximum poise. I hope you guys enjoy the invasions. Consecrated Snow View. And we have the Ancient Elf. Ancient Elf, relax, okay? Oh, into R2. I'm one-handing my weapon right now. I am taking wizard damage from behind. Who's just trying to pay attention to me? I'm doing dishonest things behind your back. Here you go, wizard. This is what I think of your dishonesty. 2-for-1 special, Boulder. Really wanted to get a gravity kill right there. Oh my god, he's got the double spears. Oh, this reminds me of when Elden Ring first launched. Not quite as strong as it was back then, though. I am going to heal the Frostbite really quick. Wizard, this is for you. It reaches in time, which it's not going to, unfortunately. Now, Wizard, what would you like to fight? A moon? You're going to moon me?
What do I want to do towards the mooner? How about this? We go full pierce damage trade just because it's scary. Alright, Ancient Elf. This is for you. R2. Darwin. For sure, just in case it misses. I feel like I often have to get used to breathing down now. Whenever I'm fighting upstairs, if I just have an R1 locked on, I go above their head. So that's something I don't have to get used to. The Wizard Tunnel. And the host seems to be closer to the beginning. Well, they have a blue on the way, which is kind of nice. Maybe it'll give me a direction of where they are. Oh, I just seen a heal over here. Hello there, Mr. Buster. Oh, fellow Great Spear enjoyer. Hello. Shall we have a duel? I'm going to be a lot of R2s, and Blasphemous Billy is going to be a lot of blasts. That's totally fine. Oh, I kind of had to dodge Spearman, so that had to happen. Fireball Jutsu! Fireball Jutsu! I'm an R2, sir. I have the poise to do that. I'm so sorry. Backstab attempts? No, no backstab attempts. But the full blendering right now. Woo, excuse me. I'm going to full heal over here. Lightning, huh? Will that work in the small area? It will. Okay, I like that. My R2 now. Oh, he didn't linger and get hit by it. He's a jump. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Yeah, I kind of like this guy, actually. He doesn't panic roll. And he does well with his friend around him. Hey, guys. Sorry. I had to delete one of you. And you were staggering your attacks pretty well. Couldn't actually roll all of that. This I can, though. Oh! Wait, you think you have range? Longer. Wait, there's a blue here. Hold up. Oh, my God. I was gonna go look for him. I didn't know he was actually here. Had no idea. Hey, sir. Oh, you knocked my roll catch out of here. That's dishonest. We're gonna go this way. And Benny, what do you got? A colossal by the looks of it? Okay. I'm gonna colossal mirror you. This one's for you, Benny. Maybe your friend, though? R2? Yes, I love that so much. Everyone gets hit by it because nobody expects it. Anime! Last? Okay, no. No last. Coming in hot. Literally, into this. Oh, now he doesn't have Storm Stomp. The dishonesty, it's going to the left. R2. Oh, nice R2. Another blue in here. Billy, I need you to stop throwing stuff at me, okay? Oh, thank God. I thought Billy died right there. That would have been so sad. I wanted that grab. R2, what's going my way? Billy Wave? Okay, Billy Wave is coming my way. You know, Stormcaller might not be the best bet here. Oh, there's the other blue. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit then. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of regen, because this is turning into a war, actually. And perhaps a bubble will do here as well. Hey, blue. Oh, Waves of Darkness for sure. They're gonna go straight into me. Blue. No, sir. I'm rolling this way, Mr. Blue. Will you follow? Find out. The blue is actually following. Hey, Blue, hey, what's up? I might kill him with just stones, though. That'd be really funny. Ha 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 ha, I did. Alright, now, host coming in hot here. Hey, host. Hey. Oh, he scared himself off the cliff. There he goes. Okay, this is a really interesting invasion spot. Oh my God, I've never fought here. Oh, the host went over here. Bye, hosty. It was fun. Have fun fighting the boss. Well, this is quite the spawn. What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm gonna get this going. You know, maybe a free booty. Actually, no, I'm not gonna kill them with an Ash of War. I'm gonna let them survive to learn. If we kill them off spawning, where they really gonna learn? Also, this wizard, though. Oh my God. My man did not stop attacking. That's hilarious. R2. He's still gonna comment. Oh my God, that's his whole build. This is so freaking funny. Seems like I'm gonna have to AoE them actually, just because one's spamming comment, the other one's running at me flying. This guy doesn't even like look where he's going, he just runs at me. Hey man, how's it going? Tornado? Oh wait, what did you throw me? It's funny that he's Bloodhound Bob, but also a wizard, so I'm gonna guess he's pretty high level. Hey, let's relax. This is a narrow corridor, right? Mike doesn't run into the tornado, though. Kind of funny.
Which way is it going? It's looking into the block.
I'm surprised. Oh, got hit by that boulder, too. Hey, man. This is for the friend. Oh. It's more oh, wow. He fired it before he fired it. Alright, I'm gonna go full damage, just so we can take Mike out right away. Since he's just spamming that. Mike, relax, man. It's fine. It's fine.
I really want to know what level this guy is, just because he just drank the health flask when he was out of FP. That is actually hilarious. You just wasted 2 healing flasks trying to get to his blue one. I'm dying, Mike. Please, you're killing me. Oh, no, host, I want to kill the friends so bad. Please back off. I need you to relax. Okay, Rivers, I absolutely need you to chill. Oh, Mike needs to die first. Push, push, push. Oh, it's hitting his heart out. No, you stung me. Wizard, 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 wizard. Still more wizarding, huh? It's incredible how much wizard spam there is sometimes. Oh, he just drank the unlimited MP flask. I expect many wizard shots. Kamehameha! I'm gonna argue right around the corner. Oh! Stop it, sec. Stop your wizard ways. No more wizard ways. Whoosh, whoosh. Do the follow-up, maybe? No, he doesn't ever do the follow-up. Does he know there's a follow-up, you think? Sir, you're in my way. Oh, Elsie. Insu? No, no follow-up. Interesting. Host, relax. I will kill you with this. I promise I will. Oh, that would have been it. I just want to kill the Phantom so bad. He needs to die so I can see his runes, because he's got so much FP. Perfect. From downtown. How much Wizard Blast? 20k. I don't remember what level that is, but... Goodbye, tank. Sorry I kind of ignored you, but I was intrigued by your friend's build. It was just firing endless comment. The Ballarat Tower settlement. And by the location, that's where the Grace is, right? Hello there, team. What's up? Clancy? Ooh, dual curved swords. And there's a blue. Shall we have a duel, you and I? Seems like your host is away. Hey, DB. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Wanna have a duel? These guys, I think, are waiting around for their host. I have no idea what the plan is, but I'm down if you are. Let's do it, Blue. Your big bonk versus my medium bonk. You got the edge so far. Wait, I got the booty. I don't, though. Apparently. This is R2. May as well trade, right, since he's gonna attack constantly. That'd be a good wake-up. Just this. Bonk. Oh, the luckiest thing I've ever seen! The Blue surviving! I'll give you a bow, man. It was like the sword went right over his head after the storm stomp. Hanson, what would you like to fight? What's a fun strength weapon? Let's go with this, shall we? We'll go pierce damage trades. Now don't make me fight the host. He's AFK. Let's do it. He'll come back too, it's fine. Alright, ready, Clancy? R2. It's R1. Inside jumping R1. Oh, that was an accident. Sorry, didn't mean to hit your host. I believe in you, Hanson. You got this. Go for a running attack. Just as I predicted. I'll give you a bow. Honestly, with those curved swords, it's so hard to get in on someone. I feel like they always spam the running attack. Now, the host is AFK, so I think I'm going to give him a gift. Sir, you may have a blessing of America, and we'll also give you some crab. I'm feeling generous today. There you go. I believe in you. You can beat the boss. And then we get out of here. Good luck, man. The Ballarat Tower settlement. And we have a Bomber 1 as our host. Hello, guys. How's it going? What's the plan? We got chess scheme up. How's it going? Anti-magic builds. That's an interesting buff to choose. Did I just hear a wizard? Oh, he's a wizard. I see the staff in your hand, sir. Does my boulder mean nothing? Booty. I missed the grab. Oh, you were summoning a third when we were waiting. What if I came in there and Waves of Darkness? Will I survive this? The question is, will you? He's in danger. And poke? Oh, he actually dodged it.
Successfully built a second one.
Make sure you don't go off it. I'd like if you did, though, from my pot. That'd be so sick. I would love you forever. Oh my god. He kind of did go off because of my pot. He was trying to dodge it, right? And two, piercing fang. The timing on that was not perfect. Was that no, piercing fang from the booty? The roll catches aren't roll catching. Nice. I'm just gonna get the crit. I think that's the third guard break, and then I'd go to attack for fun out of it. You'd be able to dodge. You're alive? Well. 1 HP.
2, 4, 5.
You have to be the luckiest guy alive, man. I don't know how many times I've seen 1 HP survival in Elden Ring. Like, I've had a few HP, but 1, that's wild.
Yeah.
Hey, Lear. by one of the boss fights. What's up, guys? Shadow God, okay. And a Milady Enjoyer. Into this? Oh, hosty. I'm so sorry. Oh, wow. The fact that the host still attacks. You know what? He's there for his bro. Let me put on the counter madness shield. Just in case the madness buildup gets a little scary, you know. Lightning. Oh, but it's the tracking lightning. I had no idea. Okay, that's kind of scary. Oh, you guys are taunt your tongue. Okay. R2? You did this again? So you keep falling for it. I don't want to kill the host first. I do want to backstab that, though. Go for it, sir. Okay, I'm really close to getting madness buildup. We're not going to play around with that. Got it, sir. I think he's dead to the other red. Oh, red, don't hit me. This host is getting traded by everything and backstabbed. And now we're going thrusting sword. I'm gonna do this. Bonk. I missed. Oh, here goes my.
Just checking in to see how you're doing. Yeah, I do understand. Sometimes it's nice just to keep your mind busy. Yeah, we had some busy weekends. Well, that makes sense. I'm not as quite up on all the wine trails. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I am excited because we're going to snooch and noogans all over this episode. Now, what that means is we're going to get down to business. That's Greek for get down to business. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, we get down to business should mean that we're going down here and we're going to really keep cracking. I've been gone, and I've been in New York, and I'm not sick anymore. I know it sounds like my tail end of this thing, but I feel great. This is what I should be focusing on. And I might not. I think there's something else I want to do. I'm all about the high road and self-composure. And for that reason, I think I'm going to focus all my time on the complete annihilation of another hermit. Is that too dark? I'm not trying to be too dark. This is something I want to do. Explain it to you. Before we do that last episode, what we did with the C team was so much fun. The dragon stuff, what a colossal success that was. Man, I have plans for us later on in other episodes. That's going to be so stick around for that. I got plans, baby. But for now, I want to do something, like I said, that has to do with the annihilation of a single hermit. And before I get started on this project, understand something. Okay? The person I'm going to be calling out here has done exactly nothing wrong. And I love them dearly. I want to be very clear here. Okay? I don't want to get this twisted. I love them dearly. I do. But there's something about them that they are just the slipperiest person in the world. I think a lot of you know who I'm talking about. Yes, Mr. Tiny Beans. Okay? Smallest Beans. Joel going after him. What is it with that guy? He is so slippery. Last season, there was a moment I was hunting him. I had the most beautiful plan you could possibly imagine. And the way I set up distraction, I don't like that you could see my armor. How come my texture? Figure it out later. Anyways, last season I had the most beautiful plan to entrap Mr. Joel, and it was brilliant. I had distractions set up. I was going to mace him and work out, and it was a super bummer, man. And it doesn't matter. And that's something else earlier this season. I didn't catch it, but I didn't capture it like on video. Same story. We're hanging out, big old group of people. I scalp it up next to him, go to mace him. No good. I can get a dragon flying through the air, but I can't get Joel when he's standing there still. I don't know why he is as slippery as they come. So I think the only way I'm going to be able to pull this off is it's going to be kind of a season-long thing. I'm going to build myself a dedicated kill Joel room. And each time I get him, there's going to be a little shrine in regards to how I killed him. Now, the key here is we cannot add a new shrine, twice. Like it's got to be kill him in a new, different way. Sword, arrow, mace, and I got to tell you what. Last episode inspired a whole new way to kill somebody, man, and I'll show you guys. And honestly, it'll be like the one I'm able to do the quickest. It's going to be glorious. I'll show you later. All right, so here's the deal. This is not going to be something that we can, this room. I know it's not going to be just a hole in the wall. I want it to be proper. I want it to be a proper kill Joel room. I just feel like I got to keep saying it. I got exactly nothing against Joel. Nothing. Truth be told, I genuinely love the guy. He's a really, really good guy. But he's slippery, so I'm going after him. All right, now where's this room going to go? I don't know where we're going to do this. It's around here. What's going to make the most sense? You know what I might do, dude? We haven't been down in our studio in a while. And I think what I'm going to do is build a door over here that goes into the Joel Shrine room. And I'm thinking maybe over there, maybe somewhere over here. Maybe I have a little door here, or maybe it's another one of those armor stand things we can just walk through. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna carve right through there. Is there room here? Is there? Yes, dude. We can. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna carve right in there and just build out a big old shrine room for tiny beans, and that'll be our focus. And if we can get at least one tick point on it, one shrine added today, I'm gonna call that a success. Would you just look at this? Look at this mound. I didn't plan this right. This is something else. This mound looks like I just did a hitch and I got real lazy when it came to burying the body. This is the most out of place mound ever, man. I thought that I was going to be deep enough where I didn't need to worry about that. That's all right. Let's pop in there. Yeah, again, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a real door here or taking those blocks that I removed and doing some armor stand stuff. We'll have to find out. But here we are. This is it. This is the Joel Shrine Room. Now, let's talk a little bit about the approach. Yeah, this isn't creepy at all. Huh? This is not meant to be creepy. And you know what? Just do your thing. You're sitting there talking about how I'm obsessed. No, I'm not. I'm not. This is just, I'm obsessed with Joel. What happened here? I gotta fill that in. There we go. Okay, so now here we are. Now the reason these walls, I was kind of going all over the place in regards to what I want to do. This is how close it is. I couldn't do much about that. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be, I want these neutral. I was going to texture them and try to like mix in some different tough. I really like the tough brick, man. But this is where the shrines are going to be. You know what I mean? Once it's go time, when we start killing them, which is going to happen, by the way, then we're just going to carve these guys out and have these little like recessed shadow boxes in there that are going to kind of do the trick. So, and I don't know what that is going to look like. That's something. You know what? I don't get to design that until I actually get myself my first W. Okay, against them, a kill. I don't get to design that until I do that. But this is going to be the room. And the vision is to fill this thing up, dude. You know what I mean? Maybe a few down here, some in the middle there, maybe up here every time. And I don't even know what it's going to look like. It might be an armor stand that's reenacting what happened. I have no idea. I don't know. All I know is that now I have porpoise. Okay? I got porpoise. It's time to do this. And that's it. So now this is going to see. Now what this means for me is that while I get back to work, which needs to happen, goodness gracious, we got to see some more progress on Persona. I'm going to be sitting idly by, just waiting, patiently waiting, salivating for Mr. Tiny Beans to pop onto the server.
Oh
and
shit!
then we're gonna hunt
Got
them.
my first
And
2 done.
fit
Now
over
I'm
there.
gonna
Why
look
would
at
I
my
do this?
first
This is my. I did that
2
whole
rows.
room live on stream, everybody, and people were
And then
referring
before
to
I
me
go
as Captain
further
Ahab.
with my 2 rows,
About this noise.
once I get all these done,
Because Joel is my white whale. As we
I'm gonna work on
referenced
the
it.
skulk sensor, calibrated skulk
That's just
sensor.
what it is. We're gonna have what's in here. That's an empty box. That's just what it is, and I'm very excited to.
Maybe what I'll
every time
do.
it gets on, then the butterfly's going to get going and it's going to get the weapon ready, and maybe I'll spear him, or stab him,
Oh,
or
hush.
shoot him, or grab my mates and squish him. Yeah, I got ideas. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get back to work. And then if he pops on, well, you'll see me back here again. And would you look at that? Look at that. We're in here working ish. And now I'm nervous. Okay, let's just get busy. Okay, maybe a spear. I don't know, man. Why am I doing this to myself? What? I should get something to put his stuff in if I end up
Bless
pulling this off. I need that hat that Scar wears that makes him invisible on this radar thing. He's over there somewhere. What is he doing? This is so cool. Is this a spoiler? I don't care. There he is. Okay.
You okay there?
You open here.
Sneezing kitty.
Oops. Hold still for 2 seconds here. Here we go. What the heck? I had all the momentum in the world. What the heck, man? Hey!
Yeah.
I'll take it. I got the birdie on this. Why did it say that? Here we go. I'm going to give it the only answer
Seriously,
I give.
kitty?
Okay.
You need some help there? Bless you.
There. That'll work, right? If I'm showing the room, that's going to get all weird and stuff. Oh, boy. How about this? It'll all make sense eventually. I'm so happy. I am. I'm super happy.
Bless you.
We got after it. Dude, we were not working that long until he popped online and boom, and Snoogans. You know what? So apparently when I said this morning that earlier in this episode, that we're going to be Nooch and Snoogans all over this episode, I must have just meant it's all about Joel. And I'm fine with that too. And the reason is because now we get to our first kill. And you know what else? I got stuff to put his stuff in, and I didn't even do it because I'm just a really good guy. And I realized I really burned myself because I didn't. But
Bless you.
nothing to worry about because now these here, these are not real kills. This is the beginning of the season. This was not the real deal, so those don't really count. But I can use them for what I'm going to want to do. And from a sizing standpoint, I've been messing around a little bit, and I think we're going to do something. I think that it's going to be about 5 by 5 by 5. So with the border, that'll be a 7 by 7 by 7. And that puts us right about here. So if the border was there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let's come over here and do the Snoogans like that. Did I do that right? Probably not, because that's what I do. Okay, come over here. Hop. All right, and hop. I don't know. That's too much of a gap. Do that. Do that. Here we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. There we go. Okay, so that will be the width of it, and we're going to do, so right about there, that'll be the bottom border right there. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then top border. So by that logic here, let's do that again. Bottom border, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then top border. So what we're looking at here is it's really going to be, this is going to be where the hole is. So the border will be out here. It'll go up and over that. Now, does that leave us enough room for the top? It most definitely does. So we're going to be probably doing, that looks really narrow. That's not what that's going to look like. It's going to make more sense. But this is going to be, so like right there. See that right there, dude? That'll be a hole. This will be inside the hole. The border will be here and up here. So right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across like that, and then deep as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 4 on one side, 4 on the other. And I'll tell you what, man, if I can get myself into a space to where 8 shrines is not enough, well, that's a good problem to have. So let me design this first one, and we'll really get a good feel of what this thing's going to end up looking like. Oh, man, I got to clean all this up. It's been here forever. Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready? Check this out. Check it out, dude. Yeah, we put this up. Look at that. Snooze and Nooch. This was so much fun. I'm going to tell you, this gave me a giant respect for Kleber because this is tough. This was not easy, believe it or not. So that is one armor stand there holding all the Joel goodness. You can see he's building building that little rainbow road here. I don't know. I just went with the rainbow stuff. And then that's actually two separate armor stands right there. Right? Did I say armor stand? I said armor stand, right? Yeah. That's two separate armor stands right there. One for my torso and one for my legs. And the reason is because since I had to pivot up the torso like that, the legs stayed down here, and I couldn't actually move them over. So I had to put those on another stand entirely. And there we go. And it commemorates the date of when it happened and all the good stuff. And this was fun. This was really fun putting this together. In fact, I think, do I have the, see, I had that on. I leave this on a lot because I like to be able to see. Jeez. But I also, you're probably wondering, what's that button about? Well, I thought it was pretty important that we commemorate it with some audio so you can always kind of relive the glee. I'll take it. I got the birdie on this. Why did it say that? Right. I love that. That's what I'm going to do. Every time I get another W on Tiny Beans here, when we make one of these shrines, I want to capture something about it. Hopefully, we'll actually get some of his dialogue. I just took him by surprise. I don't think he had. I don't even think he had his mic enabled or whatever. But that's the way it is. You can see me coming from the back there. Oh my goodness gracious, that was way too much fun. Look at this. This is the bottom of the armor stand. It's making me nuts. I can't get back into it. There's two armor stands that are doing this block right here. See, when I turn that off, see, when I do enable Fulbright, it actually hides a lot better. Yeah. I'm cleaning this up. We got to get back to work. As much fun as that was, we got things to do. And I got to, you know what, and what's most important is that while I should be working on Persona, which I will, you'll be pleased to know I'm working on things that actually matter. For example, I have now added an actual, when this thing gets full and I realize there's not anything I really care that much about, because that's the way this works, man. Sometimes, items get all the way across, and they end up in here. And sometimes it's because I don't have a filter for them. And other times, like this here, man, I don't have a filter for that. No, I don't. See, that's on me. So now I like this target block. I would like those to be filtered, which I know is silly, but they're kind of expensive. Check it. Look at all this residual. Numbing gums. Shut up. You greedy. Oh my God, they're all still there. Okay, as I was saying, once we look in here and we decide, see, the bottom line, and I actually have to check back here if there's anything I care about, which I do, man. What is nether lore block? I'm telling you, I got a place for that. See? Put it in there. All right. Anyways. Okay, is there anything here I really care about? No, not really. I'll grab that for whatever reason. And kind of, but more importantly, I just want to show you the good stuff here. So check this out. Ready, Nooch. Why are you popping out? Anyways, okay, so really, honestly, back to work. So I don't know if there was a change or of some sort, but there was something different that's been happening in here, where the carts are picking up more lag than they were for a while there. It was, I had this thing timed out and everything, and the residual from the night vision potion was set just perfectly so that, everything was fine. And now all of a sudden, the cart was no longer making it around this, which was kind of a bummer. And we have to be okay with that. And so what I did was I added another regulator right here, and that gets it through. And I thought that maybe it was because of the carpet, and I was changing something, but I ran the test, and that's not the case. Step into my lab here, and this was the test I ran just to make sure that we weren't causing an issue here. And sure enough, well, I was also doing some wither stuff, so that's okay. Making a mess over here. Stupid jerk. So I ran the test here, and what we ended up seeing was that there was absolutely no difference. So the moss was not causing that lag. I actually did it both from a straight trajectory with a regular. All the regulators are the same, yeah. And that was ending literally right on top of that block. Did it with the moss, and that was also landing right on top of that block. Also did some turns, and that ended right about here. Did it with the moss cover, and that did the same thing. You can actually see it right there. So So it wasn't the carpet that was causing that lag, which tells me it had to be something with the update, which is why I added this regulator here. So we seem to be back in motion, and that's good. But I am going to have to do some more finesse. This room, let's call this what it is, okay? This room is out. It's overstaying its welcome. This thing needs to be wrapped up. And I'm really going to have to buckle down and do it because I just want to move it. It goes so bad, man. Is that just the stupidest tree ever? The answer is yes. Anyways, so that's what we're going to do. So this thing is rocking, and we also have another sound. You guys have heard the sound about the chickens. I have another one that I nicked from Mumbo's episode, and I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but it's a really cute conversation between Mumbo and Jem, and I love it.
Mumbo, soon the entire server will
Yeah.
be 30 plus.
Yeah, are you the last stronghold
No,
of the
it's me
20s?
and Pearl, but Pearl's only 20 days younger than me.
Oh no, we're gonna lose the child audience. We need
Losing all the 29-year-olds at once.
no, we need to get down with the kids. We need to
Can I
get
do it?
We're gonna get on TikTok too.
I did.
I love it. I love it. I think that's
Well,
that's
let's
a really
see.
adorable conversation. So again, I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but I like it, and we're gonna have to listen.
Yes,
I'll
I
tell you, there's
did.
not a zombie in the clip, so this guy's really upsetting me. I hear you. This guy's making me nuts. There you are. Yes. This is why I get nothing done, man. Okay, let's face it. That's not why. It's because I'm lazy. We are going to be lazy no longer. This room needs some TLC, so I should probably finish this roof. Okay, there. Done and done. It's, let's sleep. You can't see it. Huh. Okay, pretty simple round off of it here. Not a big deal. Just wanted to kind of, what is the back I'm doing here? I don't understand what I'm going for here. But, and then this something needs to I just don't know what it is yet. There's been something kind of eating at me. I made this nice trophy, and I've only given one away. And I think it's time to do a new one. I'm actually kind of excited about it because they didn't collect in dust here. So we're going to do that. But check this out. Where do you think I got all that resin for that roof? Down here, baby. Hey, buddy. This one, if it was nighttime, I could show you. Every time I hit this fella. It's going to do its thing, and then that observer is going to pick up on that, and it's going to close. It's going to, and collect on in here. It's not the greatest, but it is. I need to eat. It's not the greatest, but it's getting it done. So if I need more resin, then we'll do that. And it's not AFKable unless there's a way that I don't know about. But I really want to focus on giving this trophy away, and I think I know who I want to give it to. You see, because when you're the guy, then you get to make decisions, and you get to, I'm going to use my influence. What good is my influence as a sheriff, which I'm not even wearing it right now, but what's good is my influence as a sheriff if I'm not going to abuse it a little bit? But I'm going to use it in a good way, and I'm going to do it, by recognizing my good buddy. This is my life now, isn't it? This is my life. Yup. Okay, so, Dipple-Dop, I gotta be honest, I think that this is just so slick back here. I still gotta redo that drum piece for him. I think this is super slick back here, and I kind of want to recognize this as Best Back Alley. And I know how ridiculous that sounds because there's no, look at that. That's amazing. That's very good. I know that's ridiculous because there's no other back alleys, but you know what? I get to do what I want to do. So he's going to get a reward here, and I think because he has a good shop, there's no question about that. But I kind of want to recognize this, and I think it's going to be something along the lines of best bring to life moment. Where'd it go? I think it's going to be best something, and we're going to do it a little bit fancier than what we did for Dog. So let's get this set up. You know, it's a bummer. No matter how I place this, it's always going to show its butt. It's always the butt. I can't do anything about. Yeah, all right, well that's just what it is. Okay, best come to life. Best butt face. That's the one. No, I can't do that. All right, let me think. How about this? Most clever side story. Huh? I like it. I think that, I like it. You've all got to be thinking, okay, can anybody stall more than this guy? I don't know. So maybe I deserve my own trophy for most epic stalling. So to that end, what I'm going to do is I actually am, believe it or not, going to buckle down on Persona, and there is more to be done. Did like you saw earlier, did some finessing with the tracks. We know we need to do that. I also need to take out a lot of these lights because it's far too bright in here. Believe it or not, this is going to be. We want the potion to do the magic. So I'm taking out all these lights. And replacing it with all this moss. Oh, God, and I'm just not going to drag you through that. I'm going to go ahead and get going. I got a couple bloopers for you. I'll see you next time. Bye.
He does. He plays hard, dude. He goes. There's no stop. It's different than me, though. For me, there's no stop because I don't know how to stop.
Well, yeah,
He just doesn't stop.
It's. I think you and I have the same mentality. You'll get there. Once you learn how to stop, you know.
Somebody on the team told me that if I
I
do all
missed one.
these, yeah, everyone on the server is gonna hate me.
That's a pre-existing condition.
Well, you gotta be able to turn them on.
Shut up.
This is awesome. This is so artistic, dude. Look at these doors. God. Hey. Don't point that thing at me. Did you have like a few seconds of invincibility after a totem pops? I think you do, don't you?
I think so. You want to kill me and find out? All right, but you're gonna punch me after.
I gotta be quick about this.
Yeah,
Huge.
tell you. Okay, not dead. I will be though. Next one.
Okay, ready? Actually,
Yep.
let's do fist. Oh no. Okay, now.
There it goes.
1, 2. What? 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 That was with my fist. What just happened? Huh? Is it gonna go away when I fly away? I don't have a name tag. Oh, dibble-dop, oh, dibble-dop. Would you bestow unto me a name tag on my body so my guy doesn't despawn when I fly away? All right, we can make them now. Hey,
What the
look at my
fuck?
buddy. If he's gonna spleef me in my own base, better not. You suck! You stupid jerk!
Okay, that one works. Okay. I messed these two up somehow. Okay. Why is that? Oh. Oh. No, that's redstone. That wasn't redstone. Why is it? Does this one work? So I've done something wrong. like spot the fucking difference. Oh. Are you serious? Is it this one? Is that it? It is. Okay. See, I learned something valuable. That block is important. Okay. Why is, oh, as I left it up. Zombies. That should be better. Oh.
Your recovery is only as good as your protein.
Commercials.
Those kids, your wife has been doing some streaming, right?
Something decent to watch.
Was that other world always there, but was it created in the moment that they had the
realization of another realization.
See, it all depends on what you mean by you, because if by you have the conventional notion of a single human being,
Okay.
each version of me does see a single world, carries out a single measurement. It's just that if you had a God's eye view, you would see many versions of me with many outcomes.
But it sounds like you pulled that out of your ass.
I didn't.
This is Star Talk. Neil deGrasse Tyson, your personal astrophysicist. Got with me Chuck Knight, baby.
What's up, Neil?
All right, this is a special Cosmic Queries edition.
Okay.
Because half of it is not going to be Cosmic Query.
Oh, okay.
Half of it, I'm just going to be talking to my man.
Oh, okay. For a moment, I thought you meant you were just going to talk.
Up the street.
Yes.
Professor of Mathematics and Physics.
And physics.
At Columbia University.
That's right. Let it go for Brian Green. Returning champion Brian Green.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fan favorite, by the way. You know that, right?
Appreciate it.
Our fans love you.
That's great to hear.
We love you because you're a theoretical physicist.
Yeah.
And while, of course, data matter, people like just thinking in an unfettered way about what could be true or not true about the universe. And there's so many things being bandied about lately, especially in the quantum realm, that we thought we'd bring you in for a special recording where there are no time limits on this. We're just going to talk universe. Everything cool, weird, and wacky about the universe.
Nice.
And you're the man for it.
Yeah.
By the way, when you're not here, I just sort of fumble over what I know, but when you're here, we got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? So let's remind people, your specialty, I mean, historically, is particle physics.
Yeah, I certainly came from the particle physics side.
No, I still need to go by and pay them. Right now, let's just focus on the regular candy.
Quantum mechanics, and then moving toward gravity, which of course is the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And that's what took me to string theory, this attempt to put them both together.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We're totally going to get there. All right, so that means there's no scale of physics that's out of your reach.
Well, I wouldn't quite go that far, but
You are kind of covering it all. Just saying. What else is left?
well, what's left are the complicated things, like the brain, like the mind, like consciousness,
people,
like
yeah.
biology. You know,
Right,
so
yeah.
we stay simple.
You didn't easy stuff to physics. You've written multiple best-selling books.
Yeah, a lot.
And the one people remember most, perhaps, was The Elegant Universe.
Was that your first?
That was my
That's
first.
your first book. And it was a runaway bestseller.
Yeah.
Yeah, for W.W. Norton. And your most recent book in 2020 came out just in time for COVID. Until the End of Time.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
Sitting, right?
Very personal. Yeah. Religious, it means the end of days.
End of days.
So what I like about you is you have a breezy way with communicating your complex physics thoughts. And in no small measure is that honed in books that are written for the public, A. B, your co-founder, I think with your wife, Tracy Day, a former news correspondent,
Yes.
interviewed me many years ago.
Yeah.
I think for NBC.
Good. Well, ABC.
ABC, yeah. And Tracy Day co-founded the World Science Festival.
Oh, wow.
We did.
Yeah. No, that's just, initially it's just being badass because it was New York.
Which is the world. I'm not sure if you realize this.
So I haven't attended as many of these as I have always wanted, but those who I attended, I thoroughly enjoyed the juxtaposition of the science and the art and the music and just science as culture.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. I mean, much of what your work is about the same thing. People need to see science as part of the fabric of culture as opposed to something off there on the side that you are forced to take in school and then you leave it behind.
Right, you leave it behind. And so I think World Science Festival does that brilliantly.
Thank you.
Congratulate you.
Appreciate that. Thank
Year
you.
in and year out. It's still going strong.
Yep.
So before we get to Cosmic Queries, because we poll our fan base, our donors really, the Patreon members, and they all know you, so they're coming in with questions hot and heavy, straight in. And I worry that I might be asking some questions that they'd be asking. Well, is that allowed?
Yeah. So what? Okay. And for everyone that we come across that you have asked that they will ask because they've already submitted, you will just give us $5. Because that's how much it costs to be a Patreon member.
At the entry level.
At the entry level, yeah.
Okay, so Brian, let's just right off the bat, we hear about the multiverse. Okay. On one side of a fence, and then you cross the other side of the fence, and then we hear about the many worlds hypothesis in quantum physics. Do these have anything to do with each other?
Yeah, they do. The idea of a multiverse is the umbrella concept for any variation on the theme where our world is not the entirety of reality.
Oh, so that would cover all cases.
All cases.
Oh,
Yes,
is the multiverse or not?
Yeah.
So the multiverse is under the many worlds.
worlds. Well, I'd say many worlds is under.
It's under the multiverse.
Yeah, the multiverse is the umbrella idea.
Okay, so the multiverse encompasses every single
and there
possibility.
there's something like 10 versions of many worlds that have emerged from radically different ideas, and quantum mechanics is simply one of those.
Okay, so I was mistaken to think that the more, dare I say, traditional multiverse descriptions is one where there's multiple bubbles within our space-time.
Sure, that's the inflationary multiverse.
Yeah, sure. I'm thinking that's the multiverse.
Bringing it down, by the way. Inflation. You're bringing it down. Affordability. It's a hoax.
The universe is not really inflated.
It's not really inflated. It's the best price it's ever done. There's never been a better price in the universe.
So, and then I learned many worlds when I first learned quantum physics.
Yeah.
Where you needed some way to get out of the conundrum that you're observing statistical phenomena.
Yes, exactly.
So catch us up on the many worlds specifically, and then tell us how that plugs into the multiverse.
Yeah, so when people developed quantum mechanics, this is now going back to the 1920s and 1930s.
The centennial decade
Yes.
of quantum physics.
Precisely,
So
which is
we
why
got
I'm writing a
some-
book on it. That will be published in this decade.
And then I can just copy and paste some
To
world
catch
builder.
people up on that.
Yeah,
I think I'd
exactly.
rather
Yeah, very
use
good.
this.
And the progression of the ideas beginning in the 1920s was to note that a particle, let me be specific, like an electron, it could be partly here and partly there. You have 50% here and 50% there. And the question was, but when you look and you measure, you always find the electron here or there. You never find it in a blended